It started with a lyric, a bold, unapologetic confession in the middle of a club anthem. Back in 2015, Yo Gotti didn't just rap about Angela Simmons, he practically declared war on subtlety. "I got a crush on Angela," he spit down in the DM. And just like that, a private fantasy became a very public pursuit. Most people thought it was just a bar, a catchy line with no real meaning. But Yo Gotti kept bringing her name up in interviews, doubling down on the fact that it wasn't just for show. He meant it. This wasn't your average celebrity thirst. This was a slow burn obsession that played out in real time, right in front of the world. And while Angela kept it classy and silent for years, the tension kept simmering. Every time Gotti dropped a new track or did an interview, fans listened for the Angela reference like it was a running storyline. But nobody expected what would happen next, not even Gotti himself. Because when she finally responded, it wasn't with a no, but that's when things started to get complicated. For years, Angela Simmons seemed completely unfazed by Yo Gotti's lyrical thirst. She never addressed it, never reposted it, never even gave a wink to the attention. Most people chalked it up as one-sided, just another rapper shooting his shot in the dark. But then, out of nowhere, the tone changed. In late 2022, the internet caught fire with speculation after the two were spotted in Dubai at the same time. No photos together, no official posts. But fans noticed matching backgrounds, similar locations, and nearly identical timestamps. Social media detectives were quick to connect the dots. Suddenly, what had been a long-running fan fantasy started to feel very real. Then came New Year's Eve 2023. No more hints, no more cryptic clues. Angela posted a sleek black and white photo of her hand intertwined with Gotti's, his signature watch on full display. The caption? Just one word: happier. Yo Gotti responded with a video montage of their moments together, set to one of his unreleased tracks, essentially confirming everything fans had been buzzing about for weeks. The reaction? Explosive. Twitter went crazy. Instagram timelines flooded. People couldn't believe the guy who manifested his crush in a rap bar had actually made it happen. It was like watching a viral manifestation story in real time. Fans labeled it the ultimate glow-up, while others were skeptical, wondering if it was real love or just strategic PR. Either way, Angela and Gotti weren't hiding anymore. And from the outside, it looked like a fairy tale. But what nobody saw coming was just how fast that dream would start to unravel. At first, it looked like Angela Simmons and Yo Gotti were living in a hip-hop fairy tale. Red carpets, private jets, exotic getaways. Every new post felt like a flex straight out of a music video. Angela was glowing, constantly praising Gotti online, calling him the best man in the world. For a while, they were the internet's favorite couple, an unexpected pairing that somehow made perfect sense. Gotti, known for his hard-hitting persona and boss mentality, showed a surprisingly soft side. He posted her on his stories, wrote captions that hinted at long-term love, and even teased that she was the one he waited for. It wasn't just smoke and mirrors. They looked locked in. Fans even speculated about wedding bells and potential family plans. But behind all the filtered snapshots and curated couple moments, something subtle had shifted. Around mid-2023, eagle-eyed followers noticed Angela had started deleting older photos with Gotti from her feed. No explanation, no statement, just quiet erasure. At first, people assumed she was just cleaning up her page. But then came the cryptic captions, vague posts about loyalty, knowing your worth, and choosing peace over pressure. Gotti, for his part, had gone quiet too. The once constant love bombing on social media slowed down. No more flirty comments, no more couples content, just silence. Then, in what felt like a digital mic drop, Angela unfollowed him entirely. Fans were stunned. One minute, they were relationship goals, and the next, it was like none of it ever happened. Still, neither party addressed the situation directly, leaving everyone to fill in the blanks. And that's exactly where the rumors started to take control of the narrative. Right when fans thought things couldn't get messier, whispers started circling. And this time, they weren't just about unfollows and cryptic captions. It started with a mysterious DM posted to a gossip blog story. An anonymous user claimed that Angela Simmons had been played, and not just behind the scenes. According to them, a woman claiming to be Yo Gotti's longtime side chick had something big, something that could end the relationship permanently. The internet did what it does best: investigate and escalate. Within hours, multiple pages began reporting that a private tape had allegedly surfaced. The woman in question, a rumored ex of Gotti's who claimed she and the rapper had never fully cut ties, even while he was publicly romancing Angela. Screenshots started circulating. Voice messages allegedly from the woman hinted at receipts. She said she was done being quiet and was tired of seeing Angela treated like a queen while she was left in the shadows. No video leaked publicly, but just the mention of a tape was enough to send social media into a frenzy. Some fans speculated that it was all clout chasing. Others insisted there was something going on behind the scenes, pointing to Angela's silence and Gotti's radio silence as proof that the situation was way bigger than anyone expected. The most chilling part? One of the gossip pages posted a blurred-out screen that allegedly came from Angela's close friend's story. Just a black screen with a single sentence. "Some people really aren't who they say they are." It was up for 15 minutes before being deleted. Was it real? Was it bait? Nobody knew for sure. But the damage was already done. Angela's fan base was in defense mode. Gotti's name was trending for all the wrong reasons, and as the rumor mill spun faster, it became clear this wasn't just a messy breakup. This was the beginning of a full-blown digital war, and just when things seemed to be calming down, someone else entered the picture. She didn't whisper, she didn't leak anonymously, she went public. Just days after rumors of a private tape began making the rounds, a woman with a modest Instagram following suddenly skyrocketed to online fame, and not by accident. She posted a cryptic reel captioned, "Let's tell the real story about Mr. G." The video didn't name names, but everything from the timing to the background music, a Yo Gotti track, left little doubt who it was about. Within hours, blog pages picked it up, comments exploded, and just like that, the alleged side chick was the main character in a drama nobody saw coming. She claimed that her relationship with Gotti had never truly ended. According to her, while he was whining and dining Angela on camera, he was checking in with her, privately, calling late at night, sending money, even flying her out. She hinted that she had evidence, and though she never directly showed the rumored tape, she made one thing crystal clear. She wanted Angela to know the truth. Then came the bombshell. In a now-deleted Instagram Live, she said, "He's been lying to both of us. But the difference is, I never posted him like he was perfect." The reaction was instant chaos. Twitter lit up with takes, theories, and timelines. Was this woman telling the truth? Was she clout chasing? Had Angela known all along and just played it cool? Everyone had a theory, and none of them painted Gotti in a good light. Meanwhile, Angela remained silent. No posts, no statements, just a still, unbothered presence online, which only fueled the drama further. Fans took her silence as strength, while others saw it as heartbreak behind the scenes. And as the alleged side chick gained followers by the minute, one thing became painfully clear. This wasn't just a story about betrayal, it was turning into a spectacle. But the internet wasn't done yet, because what fans discovered next would drag in more names than anyone expected. By now, the drama had spiraled into something bigger than just Yo Gotti, Angela Simmons, and one side chick. Once the other woman went public, the internet put on its detective hat, and what they uncovered started dragging in names no one expected. First, fans started comparing timelines. They noticed that while Angela and Gotti were posting soft launch couple content in early 2023, the alleged side chick had posted photos from similar locations, matching hotel views, identical luxury cars, and even a distinctive iced-out chain that fans swear was the same one Gotti wore in a separate clip with Angela. It didn't take long before side-by-side edits flooded TikTok, captioned with things like, "He was living a double life," and "Angela was never the only one." Then came the receipts. An anonymous Reddit user dumped a compilation of alleged DMs and Cash App screenshots, claiming Gotti had been financially supporting two women at the same time. The dates overlapped with his public relationship with Angela. Even more damning, a blurry screen recording of a FaceTime call with a voice that sounded like Gotti's. Though nothing was confirmed, the internet ran with it. Even people from Gotti's own circle started acting strange. One of his longtime collaborators unfollowed him on Instagram and posted a now-deleted story saying, "Loyalty is everything. When it's gone, so am I." That sent fans into another frenzy. Who knew what? And how long had this been going on? Angela's fans rallied behind her, flooding her comment sections with support and encouraging her to keep your crown up. Meanwhile, Gotti's name was dragged through every blog, every thread, every reaction video. His silence, deafening. What started as a rap lyric turned love story had now become a tangled web of secrets, lies, and internet-fueled chaos. But even with all the receipts, rumors, and reaction posts, one question still lingered in every viewer's mind. Was the tape real, or was this all one giant setup gone viral? And the next move? That would change everything. As the chaos unfolded online, both Angela Simmons and Yo Gotti stayed eerily silent, and that silence spoke louder than any statement ever could. For fans, it felt like the calm before another storm. Everyone waited for a response, a denial, something. But what they got instead was a shift. Angela broke her silence, but not with words. She posted a photo of herself in an all-white power suit, standing alone in front of a luxury car with the caption, "Unbothered, unavailable, unshakable." No names, no tags, but the message was clear. She was done playing defense. It was the ultimate image move, strength over scandal. Comment sections exploded, with messages like "Queen behavior" and "This is how you handle betrayal." Then came the brand deals. Within days, Angela announced a new partnership with a luxury skincare line, her first major move since the drama started. Some called it perfect timing. Others saw it as a calculated pivot, a way to reclaim the narrative and remind everyone she's more than just a headline in someone else's scandal. And it worked. Her post-engagement tripled. She was trending for all the right reasons. Meanwhile, Gotti's moves were different. He returned to Instagram with a teaser clip of an unreleased track, featuring lyrics that fans immediately dissected. One line stood out: "Loyalty fake, but the love was loud." It didn't take long for people to assume it was a response to the drama, even though he never confirmed it. Still, he looked noticeably low-key. No major appearances, no interviews, no flashy posts. For a man who built his career on being front and center, the retreat was noticeable and telling. As for the alleged side chick, her momentum started to fizzle. Her posts grew more vague, and her attempts to go live were flooded with trolls accusing her of clout chasing. Eventually, she turned off comments and disappeared from public view just as fast as she'd arrived. But just when the dust seemed to be settling, a surprising twist brought everything back to life, one that involved legal threats and a rumored NDA. And if that's true, it could mean someone's been hiding a whole lot more than just a secret fling. Just as the drama seemed to fade into gossip history, a chilling new layer surfaced, one that hinted this story wasn't just messy, it might have been legally protected. Out of nowhere, an anonymous tip hit a major gossip blog's inbox, a claim that Angela Simmons had been presented with a non-disclosure agreement, NDA, early in her relationship with Yo Gotti. According to the source, who claimed to be close to the circle, Angela was allegedly asked to sign it after the puberty, right before their relationship went public. The reason? To keep certain past situations private, in case they ever resurfaced. The blog didn't post the NDA itself, but they did share an email screenshot where a lawyer's name and legal firm were redacted, followed by a line that read, "This document protects both parties' reputations in the event of external allegations, audio-video leaks, or media interference." That was enough to send the internet spiraling again. What's worse? Another user posted a TikTok claiming they'd worked with a stylist connected to Angela and said she was absolutely blindsided by the alleged side chick's video and the rumors of the tape. If the NDA rumors were true, it might explain why Angela hadn't spoken up. Legally, she couldn't. Yo Gotti, as usual, stayed quiet. But some fans pointed out that he had recently followed two well-known entertainment attorneys. Coincidence? Maybe. But in a story this layered, nothing felt accidental anymore. Whispers of lawsuits began circulating: defamation, breach of privacy, even reputational damage. Some believed Gotti was preparing to silence the side chick once and for all. Others thought Angela might be lawyering up, especially if she felt manipulated or misled. Now, the story wasn't just drama, it was strategy, contracts, and silence wrapped in secrecy. And with more eyes on them than ever before, one question kept getting louder. Was the truth being protected or buried? By now, the fairy tale was fully shattered. What began as a viral love story, Yo Gotti manifesting Angela Simmons, had unraveled into a twisted saga of betrayal, silence, and possibly even legal cover-ups. Fans who once celebrated their union now questioned whether any of it had ever been real at all. Angela's brand took a noticeable turn. Her once rosy posts about love and alignment shifted to focus entirely on self-worth, ambition, and solitude. She started sharing more about her businesses, her son, and moving in silence. No more red carpet appearances with Gotti. No more couple goals. The soft smiles were replaced with steely gazes and sharp captions like, "Lessons come wrapped in designer." Publicly, she never addressed the rumors, never said his name, but the distance spoke volumes. Yo Gotti, on the other hand, tried to regain control of the narrative through music. He dropped a surprise freestyle during a radio interview with lines that referenced betrayal, fake loyalty, and being set up by someone he trusted. Fans were divided. Some thought it was his way of admitting guilt. Others believed it was him flipping the victim card. But the damage was done. Brands that once lined up to work with Gotti began quietly pulling back. Blog pages that once supported his music started posting throwback clips of his earlier controversies. Even in the hip-hop community, some artists began keeping their distance, not wanting to get caught in the crossfire of the narrative. That clean, bossed-up image he'd spent years building was now under question. Angela, meanwhile, began trending for a different reason. Her glow-up. The media began focusing on her resilience, her refusal to feed into the mess, and her quiet bounce-back. For many, she became a symbol of grace under fire. But underneath the public shifts, one thing was clear. Neither of them came out of this untouched. The trust was broken, the story was exposed, and the fantasy everyone rooted for. Just another lesson in how quickly love, fame, and lies collide. But the most haunting part? To this day, no one's confirmed whether that tape ever existed or who had the power to make it disappear.